What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons here with another great interview for you guys. Today I have Miss Jadia McIver. Hope I said your name right.
You did. Hello.
Good. And so she started her business back in May. So we're checking in around about the 6 month mark. It's been about a half a year now. So we're gonna check in on her. Hopefully she's doing great because I brought her up here and I don't want to embarrass myself, right? So let's jump on to JD. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
So first off, just give us the background. Tell us who you were before you started the cleaning company.
Well, actually, I have a full-time job. I'm a custodian. So I was doing that for about 5 years, and basically, an idea came in my head, and I was like, well, if I'm working for them for a salary, I can make my own money, get my own business, and get up out of there. So that's what I'm basically working on right now, and my business is doing great.
Excellent. So I guess I don't really have to ask this because that kind of, I guess you basically just told us what really made you start and jump and go start that cleaning company.
Yes,
That's pretty much it. Like basically doing you
yes,
were doing it already, you might as well
yeah,
do it on your own.
yeah, I needed a side hustle. I was like, man, this salary is not cutting it, and then I'm working with like nine other people. So that gets in the way and they just paying you basically chump change. And if they hire a contractor, they'll definitely pay more money. So I figured out, cut out the third person and be my own boss. Then let's just go from there.
Absolutely. Now I know that you bought your starter kit from us. I think you and Monica, who we did the interview with already, y'all two were my first two to get the new starter kit with all the
Yes,
timbers and everything. I think after you bought it, you left a review and said that it was the best investment. I think you said. Do
yes,
you feel that way? First off.
yes, I did. I really do because I think a lot of people go in thinking, like, with you, that I asked you a couple of times, I was like, well, being that I do floors, do I have to buff? Do I have to scrub? I think a lot of people go in thinking they have to get all this equipment where all they need is the basics. So that starter kit was like awesome. All you need is the basics to start and just stuff right there on faith, man. Just get the grinding.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. So first, because I want to ask you too, some people probably wonder this, like, how did you get the money to invest? Because for some people, $2,000 is a lot of money. So how did you get that
Right.
money to invest?
Well, how I got the money to invest, I did it with my taxes. I think that was the smartest idea because I've been watching you for a year on YouTube, and I was like, I'm going to invest. I'm going to invest. But then the idea just came in my head: scared money don't make money. So I just invested all in, and I went with your CBN network, and it just been the best as far as like you had me with the 10 leads, and I got a couple of those, and I went out and ventured on my own, and I got a church contract cleaning floors. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And that was actually going to be my next question. Out of those 10 appointments, how many did you get?
I landed too.
Wow. So that's excellent. Okay. So
Yeah,
congratulations on that.
thank you.
All right. All right. Now, when you got your first contract, how long after you bought the starter kit in May did it take you to land that first contract?
Well, it took me a couple weeks because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of all over the place, and I think I was just going in over my head. I was like, oh my God, I got 10 leads. How I'm gonna take off from my full-time job to go make them. So it ended up working out. I had and a lot of people, well, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people that do have full-time jobs don't have the time to take off. Well, unfortunately for me, I was blessed with, I had personal leave and vacation leave. So I was actually here to like put in that sick leave time and just step out and go do my thing. So it took me about a couple weeks, and the lady liked my idea. She pitched it to me. She told me what she wanted. She was unsatisfied with the cleaning people that she had, and I went in there and I did my thing. I was nervous as ever, but you said, I remember in one of your videos, you was like, "Hey, if you don't know, just wing it, and don't be afraid to tell them like you just starting out, and don't give them too much detail." So that's pretty much what I did, and I sold her on, hey, I do this. This is my full time gig, so I'm just trying to step out and do my own thing. And she went, we're there, and yeah, we've been locked in ever since.
Wow, that's what's up. And I appreciate that excellent advice there because a lot of people be scared, man. They be thinking, well,
Yeah,
if I get the 10 leads and I can't close one, or what do I say to walk through? And I'm trying to tell people, look, first, number one, it's not that hard. You know what I mean? As long as you're
it's
professional,
not.
it's not. And we here to support you here at CBN anyway. So I
Yes.
appreciate you sharing that. Definitely. So, all right. So when you got your customers, what do you think has been the key to you landing your contract so far?
The key for me is just being very honest and letting them know up front and pretty much get to know more about your customer versus yourself. You can't go in there with the mindset like, oh, I'm about to make all this money and this, that, third, and the other, because sometimes it don't be like that. So I think if you get the point of knowing your customer and what they like and just ask those very detailed questions like, you know what I'm saying? What is it that you didn't like that you was unsatisfied with the last cleaning? The lady told me, hey, I wasn't satisfied with the dusting. They wasn't doing a good job with the bathroom. And like I told her, I said, well, I'll do my best ability to make sure you're satisfied with my cleaning because I know how it is just me being a woman and using a bathroom. You know, that's just nasty. It's a no-go for me. So that's pretty much how I sold that. I got to know her basically and got to know her needs and her wants and what she wanted out of the contract. And she let me know, and I asked her, hey, is there anything that any special supplies? I went above and beyond. I asked her, is there any special supplies that you like to smell? And she told me she liked to smell lavender. So I went out and bought the lavender scent for her, and I've been using it. So everything's good.
So that's what's up. That's what's up. So, and that's something to point out too. So it was really your sales probably that closed
Yeah.
the deal. Definitely finding those
Yes.
pain points and trying to serve them. I like that. All right. Now overall, because we spoke about all the good stuff so far, so let's try to find some some deterrents here, right?
Go ahead.
So they know we keeping it real. So what has been some of the struggles so far for you? Like what's been the hardest part?
Well, the hardest part for me is finding people who actually work for you and people who actually support your dream. So with that being said, I think I posted in the group about I had one guy, he was a young boy. I mean, he had the work ethics, but he didn't share my dream. He didn't want it. He was just looking at it, this is some quick money. I'm here to just get in to get out. And you can't have people like that behind you because I'm such like I guess a boss. If he needed help, I was taking off my job to go help this man out, and he just wasn't appreciated. So I had to find people who actually share my dream, who actually it was inspired by me, and who actually see me going somewhere and not just like, hey, you help me out, you work for me, we're gonna grow together. So I mean, I think that's just the main thing: finding people who shares your dream and share your vision. Because one guy, now I'm working with a lot of older people, which is okay, it's cool. I'm not knocking the youth, but the older people been getting it in for me. So one guy told me, hey, you're doing a good thing. I know you're young, and I'm here to support you all the way out. Just make sure you look out for me. I told him, I got you.
That's what's up. That's what my wife like too. She like the older people more because you know they
Yeah,
more
yeah, they
mature.
get down to the business. Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm with
yes.
you on that. Now, how did you find your the people that you do have working for you?
Well, one guy, he actually works with me in my job. So that was awesome. I'm like, hey, I'm going to hire you as a subcontractor. You going to do my floors. And the other guy was just like word of mouth. So I was like, hey, put it out there. So he was mainly been like my main connect to getting these people. I was like, you know, people who want to work, who want to clean, just send them to me. And that's what he did. So I end up that I got his brother on the team. I got his cousin on the team. So I got the whole little family, everybody grinding out.
That's huge. And that's all I did. Like once I got some solid key people to work for me, hey, you know somebody that want to work. Hey, you know somebody. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? A lot of times that'll yield you the best employees too. So
of
now,
course.
what tips can you share to people who have their jobs but they still want to do this and kind of build it up on the side until they can get out the job? What tips can you share with them since that's exactly what you're doing?
Okay, well, what I'm doing from my experience, you have to take off sometimes and grind and be that boss, be your own subcontractor or your own employee. And you have to find people who's going to support you all the way. You have to also treat your people how they want to be treated or you want to be treated. You just can't treat them as any type of way. You can't just throw them in there and say, hey, clean this. You talk to them, you share your vision, you let them know what it is, A point, B point, Z, and that includes family members too. You let them know, hey, this is a business adventure, this is my idea. Don't get too comfortable and just take that leap out on faith.
Definitely. Yeah, okay, okay. Now, since you joined, like you started your business from with CBN off the beginning,
Right.
how do you think that helped you? Saying if you would have just went out and did it on your own without joining CBN.
Well, it helped me a lot as far as getting the leads, as far as me overthinking the equipment. CBN is it's a lot of knowledge in the group. It's a big family. They're definitely supportive. So if it's something that you do not know, all you have to do is ask the question. You will get a reply within 10 minutes to the max of somebody else letting you know, hey, do this X, Y, and Z. So CBN been great. It's a great support group. I think if you want to buy leads or if you want to start off with the starter kit, just go ahead and do it.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was so
Yes.
scared, y'all, because I haven't really talked to you like directly. I see you in the group when we post, but other than that, like, so I didn't know if you had any accounts yet. I didn't know if you, you know what I mean. So,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
and
got a couple accounts. I'm doing my thing, grinding a little bit. I'm trying to get like the big dogs, like I told you, but hey, I'm in there.
right, definitely, definitely. And so, and let me clean that up too, because somebody listening might think, dang, he don't even connect with the people after they buy. It's not
No,
that.
you
It's just
definitely do. You're definitely active, very active. You even review my contract that I had for my subcontractor, so you're very active
okay. I
in the
appreciate
group.
that. I just want to make sure they understand that. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Now, I did hear you mention about the supplies, and you thought that you know you will have to get all this big bulky equipment. Um, what would you do? Like, say the customer asked you, or haven't this even happened to you yet? Where like they want a strip and wax done, or they want a carpet job done. How would you handle
Well, the deep cleaning carpet, I just tell them up front, I don't have that service right now. But if they want floors buffed or scrub, I do have the equipment for that now. So I pretty much supplied that. I went out and eBay, bought a buffer, cheap, you know, and that's what I pretty much did. But I would say if you don't offer that service, don't act like, hey, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z when you know you don't have it. Just be upfront, just be honest. Say right now, I guess I'm starting up, and this is what I offer. But when that time's come, we can do that special, the floors or whatever.
Definitely. Okay. Now, I think I kind of touched on this before, but I want you to go ahead and drive it home one more time for me. What you got to say to the people on the sideline, scared, they jump, waiting on the sideline, thinking about buying a starter kit, thinking about joining CBN, thinking about starting a cleaning company, but they scared because they might fail. What you got to say to those people?
I would have to say to those people, go ahead and take that leap out on faith. You never know what's going to happen, and the CBN is no way but to go up. But to
Okay.
get money, you have to spend money to make money, and that's what I'm learning. So you can't be like, oh, I don't want to invest $2,000, but if you invest that $2,000 and you getting back a $6,000 profit, why not do it? It makes sense.
Period. That's it. That's it,
Yeah,
man. I feel like I got some more. I ran out of questions already. You've been knocking
you're
them out the
good.
park, but I feel like you got like knowledge that you probably could share, and I'm just doing a horrible job at interviewing. So, is
No,
there
you doing
anything
good.
else? Is there anything else in general that you can share, just for general advice for beginners?
For beginners, general advice, I would say, from you, always interview. Even if you're thinking about starting your business, put the word out and tell people, hey, I got an idea coming. I'm thinking about doing my own cleaning business. And once you get that up and running, you reach back out to those people and have those people on your side. And another thing is always go in looking for contracts. Wherever you go, always go in looking for contracts. So with me, my daughter do tutoring like 2 days out the week. So I'm sitting in the parking lot just plotting like, okay, what building can I go drop off my business card to next? What, you know? So it's just like, it's networking. Always think about your business, always think about your grind, and also just take that leap out on faith if I didn't say that already.
Definitely,
Go
definitely.
ahead
I
and do it.
appreciate it.
Invest that money because you have no choice. You have no way but to go up in CBN because there's so much knowledge there, so much education. And even if they don't even land the leads that you give them, they can go out and venture off. You know what I'm saying? And get those leads like you teach them. Hey,
Right.
make those flyers, hand out those business cards. You doing some shopping, hand out those business cards, hand out
Right.
those flyers. Let them know what you got going on.
Facts. Facts. You gotta open your mouth, closed mouth, don't get
Yeah,
fed.
that's true. They can only
That's
say
it.
yes or no.
Absolutely. So, what would you like for your legacy to be with your cleaning company, and just in general, in entrepreneurship in general? What would you like for your legacy to
Well,
be?
so
All right.
my legacy will be I mainly, I'm getting emotional. I mainly built my company for the youth, and I'm trying to reach back out to the young people and let them know, like, hey, you don't have to go left. You don't have to be a follower. You can step out on here, get your grind on, hustle the right way instead of grinding the wrong way. So hopefully, I know I said what I said about the youth, but hopefully I can just build my legacy up so I can get the youth in to see, hey, she is an example because I'm 29 and I'm doing this. If I would have knew this 10 years ago, I definitely would have started. But you have no choice. It doesn't matter how old you are, just start. But my legacy is mainly to get out and reach out to the youth to let them know, hey, she is an example and she's set apart and we can all grind just like she do.
Facts. I appreciate that, JD. How can we follow your journey?
I am not a social media person. I'm going to be honest. So y'all going to just have to wait for that. but I do be in CBN. So if y'all want to just DM me, message me, add me on Facebook, I don't mind. I might take a little while to say something back, but other than that, that's pretty much where I'd be at, CBN or Facebook. I'm really not a technology savvy yet. I'm not there.
I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. Well, and anyway, we're gonna get you on for a second interview. We're gonna grow some revenue.
Yes.
We're gonna build that business up some more. We're gonna bring you back to check on you again. So they can
Okay,
definitely
most
call you on
definitely.
TVN or on the next video, on the next interview as well. So I appreciate you, Jadia, for taking the time with me today, and
No
thank you.
problem, AJ. No problem. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.